Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this morning? Good morning and welcome to my Sunday morning coffee and a card. So glad that you stopped by this morning, and that is kind of reminiscent of my drive home this morning. The sun just looked so beautiful out there this morning, as most of you guys know that follow along my page here. I work the night shift at an assisted living. And yeah, so I worked last night. I was on my ride home. Beautiful sunrise this morning. It looked so gorgeous out there this morning. I'm not going to have my coffee because I'm going to go to sleep, and then I will have my coffee when I get up. But thank you again so much for stopping in. Let's see if we can get rid of some of my graphics here now, and I'll bring you in. Here you go. All right, so good morning there, Miss Linda. How are you? So I just had to try to clean off my workspace here. It was like a little sticky with glue and stuff. And this is a mat that Stampin' Up! We were able to purchase years ago. And it's one of those self-healing mats. And I just take a little rubbing alcohol on a tissue or something and just get all the glue off. And that's basically all I do. So last night, if you stopped in to visit with me last night, Friday night, my Friday Night Live, I was having a little issue with muscle cramping in my hands. So it's something I've been dealing with for the last week or so. I'm not really sure what's going on. I actually talked to one of the nurses last night at work, and they actually told me that I might be drinking too much water. And I am flushing all the minerals out of my system. So I'm hoping that's not the case, but my daughter seemed to think I wasn't drinking enough water when I was working with her the other day. So when I came on last night, I was using the Daisy paper, and I looked it up just before I came on, and it is on sale for $10 a package. So I did make a card last night. Actually, it's Friday night. Yeah. See? This is what happens when you work nights. You lose track of your days. So, it was technically Friday night, okay? Yesterday, I had a marvelous time. I went and stamped with a friend that I haven't been stamping with in a really long time. She used to come to all my card classes here, and we finally were able to get together. We had a really nice lunch, and for anybody who lives in my neck of the woods, we had lunch at the Riverton store, the Riverton General Store, and it was delightful. I had a yummy sandwich and some macaroni salad, and was kind of like Thanksgiving on a roll. It was with a cranberry mayonnaise and stuffing and turkey, and it just looked really good. And then we bought some cookies. Some big giant chocolate chip cookies for while we were stamping, and so we had those while we were stamping, and it was just really cool. So, and it was so much fun. You guys might recognize her because she does comment on my videos a lot. Her name is Hazel. And I was so glad to be able to spend that time with her. Now, if that's something that you might be interested in, is doing a little something like that, and just getting together, lunch, dinner, cocktails, Sunday morning coffee, whatever you want to do, I'd be happy to do that with you guys. So I had a few more strips of that Daisy paper, and so I'm just doing up another card here. And so I have a white card base. I am using the wild wheat and then layering a strip of that Daisy paper on there, okay? And then I have used the stamp set called Biggest Wish, and I'm doing the Hello Friend. And unfortunately, I just looked that up just before I came on, and it is no longer available. So I apologize for that. The other thing that I'm going to throw on this card, the other thing I'm going to put on this card is some of the in color dots. These are on sale and are still available. I did look them up before I came on. So I'm going to grab a couple of the wild wheat ones here and just kind of put them all over here. Just like that. So quick, easy card, not a lot to it. And I might do another strip of the paper or something on the inside. But how I got glue all over the place was I decided to put the matching paper on the envelope. So, and the glue's not dry, so I'm not going to cut it because then my scissors will be all sticky. So, but this is just a fun way for you to really utilize the paper. We have such beautiful paper, we really do. And when it's on sale, it's a really good deal. So this, like I said, this paper is on sale for $10. So, so go check out all that last minute stuff that we've got on sale. Go check it out. Fill up your stash. I know you all have a stash of designer series paper, so get out there and put some paper in your stash. It's also fun to make envelopes out of the paper as well. So I do know there's different ways you can do it. We used to have an envelope maker, but there's some templates out there where you can make the envelopes right out of the designer series paper. And wouldn't that be pretty with this card to just do the whole envelope with the designer series paper? That would be really cool too. So looks like I was having internet issues. Hopefully I just changed that, and hopefully that helps a little bit. Hopefully you guys were all able to hear me. So we have Linda, hi Patricia, hi Sandy, and good morning Deb. All right, so the other card I made the other night is this fun one here. We used the embossing folder and the DSP and the punch. I believe the punch is still available, but it is going to be discontinued. The embossing folder is also going to be discontinued. The paper, I believe, is carrying over. And the stamp set where I found the Celebrate You is also going to be discontinued. So I thought what I would do is make that same card layout, but we're going to use some new stuff. So let's go ahead. So I have a piece of smoky slate. That's going to be my card base here. So if you do need one of those new catalogs, just let me know, and I would be happy to get a catalog out to you. All right, hang on. Let's get rid of some of the. All right, back up here. Oh, and you know what? I didn't cut these out. Give me just a couple real quick minutes. So anyway, let's look at this stamp set. This stamp set is called Country Flowers, okay? And it comes with a die. So it has a really fun die set in there. And this is part of the Country Woods Sweets collection. So as you can tell from the title, Country Woods, it was kind of up my alley. So it was on my pre-order. But before I color these, I want to cut these out. So let me just jump over to my machine here. I feel like I should have some music or something playing for you. I'm so sorry. Nobody likes dead air space. But I didn't cut those out. Then I want them cut out. So, all right, here we go. All righty. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. I meant to cut them out earlier. All right. So when I'm cutting on my machine, I do have one of the older magnetic plates, but I don't always use that. So I do use a Post-it note sometimes to hold things in place, just so that's just another little tidbit. If you don't have one of the magnetic plates, you can just use a little Post-it note. So I always have Post-it notes over there at my cutting station. All right. All right, let's get to it here. All right, so let's just set this stuff all over on the side. Let's make what I kind of consider the card base. So I have a piece of basic gray that I'm going to use as my under color here. I'm going to put this one right over here so you can see what I'm kind of copying, casing, I should say. Now, this one was 2 inches by 4.5, and we're going to cut off a 1/2 inch after we emboss it. Okay, just much easier if you do it after you emboss it. All right, so let's put some, oh, and this embossing folder, this is new too. This is called Eyelet 3D embossing folder. You guys know me, I love the embossing folders. I always end up owning all the embossing folders that are in the catalog because I just feel they give such a pop to whatever you're working on, and they're probably one of the most inexpensive ways to add a pop to a card or project. All right, then I have a piece of DSP. Now this DSP is in that suite. Okay. And then we're going to take this little 1/2 inch piece here. Put a little glue on the back of that guy. And I kind of want the glue to come to the end here. All right, and then we're going to match that right up. And we're just going to put that right down through there. Just like that, okay? So we have that same base layer that we had like on that one. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to mount that right to the front of our card. Now, this is where the magic happens. So this little bunch is from the Stampin', the Unbound Love Dies. Look at these. Aren't those beautiful? I'm telling you, those might be one of my favorites. And then we have the Unbound Love stamp set. Okay, and this is all part of the Unbound Beauty Suite collection. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've cut a couple of these out. So I'm going to use my basic gray for my bottom, and then I wanted a white layer, so I cut another one of these out, and then I'm just going to take my snips and I'm just going to follow around at the dots here, and I don't have to worry about being too exact because, all right, so we're going to go ahead and put that right on there. Actually, let's stamp on it first. And I am going to use with Heartfelt Sympathy because I actually need a sympathy card. So I'm going to grab that, put it down here, pick it up with my block. I'm going to grab my basic gray. And we're going to stamp that right in the center there. Just like that. And the other reason I like the stamp set is because you can see the font. You know me. I like it when they do the 2 different fonts with the salutations. All right, now I'm going to mount this right to the basic gray. Whoops, the basic gray circle here. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to grab my, now I've cut out this little accent piece, and I'm going to grab my liquid glue here and just put a few dots around the edges there, and then try to pick it up with my fingers without getting it everywhere. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that right over top of that edge, and that's going to cover up covers up most of my sloppy cutting, if I did get a little sloppy. But look at that, isn't that pretty? So we're going to put that on just like we did with the, but we're going to come down a little lower with this one. And I think we did that with dimensionals. So let's grab some dimensionals here. So the oval punch with the scallop edge is leaving, but this die set came out, and this oval punch is, or this oval die is pretty cool. So I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to put it right over there like that. Okay. Now let's color my images that I've stamped out. So we have this fun look, what looks like a galvanized bucket to me. And I'm going to come in with my smoky slate and give him a good coloring. With my blends, I am using my blends. All right, now I'm going to come in with a dark smoky slate, and we're going to go across this right here. We're going to color in the bottom with the dark. And then I kind of went up. I came down one side. So it looked like it had a little shadow. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to put him right there. And I think I'm going to use dimensionals on him. So let's put him right there. And I kind of like the handle showing, so we're going to put him right there. Now I've cut out this other image that is some flowers. And the other colors in this suite is the petal pink. So I'm going to do me some petal pink roses here. And then let's come in with a dark petal pink and give them a little highlight. Just like that. Now I've got light old olive, and that's what I'm going to do the leaves with. And I think I'm going to use the point or the writing end. Blends come with the two different tips, just like our Stampin' Write markers. The difference is our blends are our alcohol markers, so they dry really quickly and they don't wash into each other. So, all right, and they're great for highlighting. So then I'm going to come in with my dark old olive, and I'm just going to give a little highlights here and there, shadows. Let's do a little shadow there. Now, new color alert. This is peach pie. So we have pumpkin pie and we have peach pie. Peach pie is one of the new in colors that is coming around here. In just a couple of weeks, you'll be able to order some in colors. Would any of you be interested in an in color group where you purchase? What I was thinking was you would purchase, like 1 week you would purchase the paper and maybe something else, and then maybe another week purchase something else, and we could go down through the thing where and then you'd end up with all the new in colors, like the embellishments and all that stuff. So it's kind of like a club, and then each week we could do it weekly, we could do it monthly, however you want to do it. But if that's something that you're interested in, just let me know, and I'll kind of work out the details. I haven't done one in years, but if it's something that people are interested in, I will bring it back. All right, so my bucket looks a little cattywampus here. So let's see if we can straighten him out a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to put the roses up there like that. So didn't that make a really pretty sympathy card? So So we used the same layout that I did on Friday night. We just added a little something, something more. And this is, like I said, these items are in the two new suites, the Country Wood Suite and the Unbound Beauty Suite, which I will be able to show you in the catalog and here in another couple of weeks. But if you need that catalog, just let me know. Don't forget, Paper Pumpkin is our monthly subscription. The next one coming up kind of looks like it's going to be a Father's Day or masculine themed one. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can do monthly subscriptions with Paper Pumpkin. You can do 3 months, 6 months. Paper Pumpkin is going up in price that first part of May. So that is, like everything else, going up in price a little bit. So then the following month is going to be Life is Sweet, and that is going to highlight all of our new 24, 26 in colors. I just showed you Peach Pie. Peach Pie happens to be probably my favorite new in color. So, all right, guys, I'm trying to make it really quick here this morning because I need to go to sleep. I am exhausted. But please remember that all that stuff that's on sale is while supplies last, and stuff is running out. So please, remember that. Don't always remember to go and check out our online exclusives. And what I've been doing to just see if things are still available or not is I just go to our website. You can look in the search engine, just punch the number in or the title of the stamp set or whatever that you're looking for, embellishments, whatever, and it's going to tell you if it's still available or if it's already sold out. So easiest way to do it. All right, guys. So there you have it. This is my card from the other night, and then here was my card from tonight. And I am going to make the other card that I made Friday night. I am making that into a little set. So I took it to work last night, was working on it at work. But I am going to make a little set of these cards and give them away as a gift with the daisies. So, and using that other stamp set. So there you have it. Really simple, quick, easy. Doesn't have to be over the top all the time. It can be just something simple, quick, and easy. And who doesn't like getting a homemade card in the mail? So I know I do. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by this morning. Please share my videos with your friends and invite them to follow along. The more the merrier. I think we always have a good time here. So, and if getting together for lunch or like I said, or even if it's just, getting together to make some cards, please let me know. I would love to do that. I bring all the supplies. All you got to do is bring your enthusiasm and we can get together and make some cards. So, all right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you all have a really great week and stop back for Facebook Friday. We'll be back here. This week it'll be at 4 o'clock. So come on back and check us out. All right, guys, as always, thank you for watching. And hopefully we'll all be stamping together soon. Have a great one.